Hi, welcome on to Transfer Daily, the show that takes a look at all the Arsenal rumours. And the big rumour that's been flying around today, and of course yesterday, was this rumour about the Colombian player Quintero, Juan Fernando Quintero, or JFQ as he's being called. It went wild on Twitter and Facebook yesterday with the rumours flying around that Quintero was coming to London to have his medical, that a deal had been done, and that he was going to be signing for Arsenal. Apparently, this was a tweet that went out from his agent or somebody close to him, and the tweet read this. It said, today, Juan Quintero 10, that's his Twitter handle, at Juan Quintero 10, travelled to England to sign a contract with Arsenal, who are paying 20 million euros, that's about 15 million pounds just over, to FC Porto. Congratulations. That was apparently attributed to his agent, and everybody was like, wow. I mean, we spoke about this Quintero rumour yesterday on the show, but everybody was like, wow, this is all happening so quick. Quintero coming in, of course, as I said yesterday, another attacking midfielder, skillful midfielder, playmaker. And I was, querying it yesterday and saying, do we really need him? And then all of a sudden it was all happening. Then today now you see more things coming out where the agent now is denying it and saying, I quote, he's saying here, well, not his quote, but he's saying that there's been no offer to Porto for the player. Actually, this was it was all denied by his agent, and denied by his agent, and his agent said that there's no offer from Arsenal to Porto, and that any deal would need Arsenal to activate his £32 million release clause. Listen, it's all confusing. Why would an agent one day say that and then another day say that? I mean, it's so confusing. We know that some of these agents, how they carry on, they try to create circumstances to get their player a move, not always necessary to that club. So maybe it may not necessarily that he's trying to get his player to move to Arsenal, but by creating this, it shows people that he's available. Other clubs who might be interested in might move quick. They might think that, oh, Arsenal are trying to get him and they've got a load of money, so we need to move in quick, start negotiation. It basically, that's what it does. Starts a load of negotiation. I'm really not sure about this deal. I mean, it's so confusing. Number one, I can't see why Arsenal need another playmaker midfielder. I just can't see it. I mean, the rumours were that Sami Khedira was going to go out, will be on his way out and will be joining Atletico Madrid. But we've heard now that Sami Khedira has said he wants to stay. We also heard yesterday that Atletico Madrid's president said that he has no plans whatsoever to sign Sami Khedira. So that would indicate to me that Sami Khedira is going to stay. So in that midfield, playmaking players, skillful players, Sami Khedira, Mesut Ozil, Jack Wilshere, Aaron Ramsey, Diaby's still here, Rosicky. Why do we need Quintero? It doesn't make sense to me. Why would we need Quintero? If that was the case, why wouldn't we have bought back Cesc Fabregas? It just does not make any sense to me. And when I look at the Quintero, the whole Quintero deal, the whole way in which Quintero is managed and owned, he's one of these players that are owned by multiple people. So you're not just dealing with Porto, you're going to have to deal with all these third parties. And you know that Arsenal don't like dealing in that kind of way. So I just can't see that deal happening at the moment. I could be wrong, but I can't see it. But certainly yesterday, at one time, it looked like, everybody was like, well, if the agent's saying this, it must be happening. Then the next day, the agent comes out and denies it. Crazy, 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 crazy. Another player being linked with a move to Arsenal is Alvaro Arbeloa. You may remember him. He used to play for Liverpool, and then he moved to Real Madrid, Spanish international. He's a World Cup winner. He's been linked with a move to Arsenal. He's 31 years of age, not getting regularly into the Real Madrid team, and Madrid obviously keen to offload him, and he's been linked with Arsenal. Now, again, I don't understand this. We've just bought a right-back in Debuchy, and that's where Arbeloa plays. He plays as a right-back. We've got Callum Chambers who can play in that position. we've also got Jenkinson, who we've just loaned out. Why would we loan out Jenkinson to bring in Arbeloa? Again, I think a lot of mischief making, a lot of agents trying to get the best deal for their players. And you guys have to understand, this goes on a lot during the summer window, during the January window, any window. It goes on a lot by agents. They try and angle it so that their players, go on, drum up interest in their players. So if they are going to move their player on, they can move him on to the best possible club. And also they can put it out there that, other clubs are interested in my player, so move quick. But I just cannot see why Arsenal would be interested in bringing in Arbeloa. And the other thing is, I hope it's not true, because I don't really rate Arbeloa either. I don't rate him at all. He's 31 years of age as well. And I wouldn't see any sense whatsoever in bringing him in. On Carl Jenkinson has gone out on loan to West Ham for a season. Now, I feel a bit sorry for the kid. I mean, Callum Chambers has come in now to take his place, and Jenkinson's had to go out on loan. And I know how much Jenkinson loves Arsenal. That guy loves Arsenal. He's an Arsenal fan, and he really, really just wants to make a success at Arsenal. And I think all the fans like Jenkinson as well. They really appreciate him. They really appreciate the fact that he's Arsenal through and through. And even though I feel sorry for him, in a way, this could be a good move for Jenkinson, because if he goes over to West Ham, he plays week in, week out, shows everybody what he can do, gains experience of playing in the Premier League, and also possibly get himself back into that England team, then there's no way that Arsene Wenger is going to be able to overlook him going into next season. So I'm hoping that Carl Jenkinson is going to go over there, is going to do a great job, and that we'll bring him back. And not that he's going to go over there, do a great job, and then end up signing for West Ham permanently. I want him to go over there, do a great job, and then for Arsene Wenger to be able to bring him back, because I certainly think that this kid has got potential. He's got pace. He's got a very, very good cross on him. And I think he's developing his defensive side, and this loan move could really do him well. Remember, we've had players go out on loan before who've done well and came back. Jack Wilshere, I remember, he went on loan to Bolton, came back a much better player. So let's hope that this is going to be the place for the case for Carl Jenkinson, and I really hope that he can do that and come back to Arsenal. This is a player, as I said, who loves Arsenal through and through, and those are the sort of players that we want at Arsenal. So let's hope he makes a success of it, get in that England team, Carl, and get back to Arsenal. That would be absolutely fantastic. And last but not least, what transfer daily could be complete without talking about Sami Khedira? Sami Khedira continually linked with a move to Arsenal. Now, yesterday, his agent was being questioned over there in Germany, and they were asking him about, the links with various clubs. I mean, he's been linked to Sami Khedira with a move to Bayern Munich. His agent denied that. He said, listen, there is no talks with Bayern Munich. We've got no deal in place for him to go to Bayern Munich. That is just all speculation. When he was asked about Arsenal, however, he didn't deny it. He's just skirted the question. He didn't come straight out like what he did against about Bayern and say, listen, there's no links. He's not going there. We haven't been doing any talking at all to Bayern Munich. But when he's asked about Arsenal, as I said, he just sort of skirted around the question, made a little joke about it, etc. So we know that there's interest there and negotiations are going on. And this could be one of those Ozil type deals that are going to go right down to the wire. This Sami Khedira thing is going to go down. Because I definitely, as I keep harping on, I definitely think that, there's interest there. Arsenal would like to bring him in. Real Madrid would like to get rid of him. The player, as I said, would probably prefer to stay at Real Madrid, but he's willing to come to Arsenal. But he wants the right amount of money. He's got to look after himself, as I keep saying. So it hots up and hots up and hots up, the Sami Khedira thing, and we're just going to have to watch this space and see what happens. Unfortunately, guys, you may have noticed on the show today we've got no logo coming up. And we've got no comments coming up. Unfortunately, that's Google Hangout today is not functioning properly, so I'm not able to see your comments, and we've not been able to put up our Arsenal Transfer Daily logo. So I'm really sorry about that, but I will go through all the comments and try and answer some of those as we go throughout today. So keep those comments coming in. I really, really appreciate that. I love the interactive nature of it, the way fans talk to each other on this forum about transfers. Really, really love that. You guys keep that up. But thanks for watching Transfer Daily today. We will be back at the same time tomorrow. Don't forget, at the weekend, we're going to be at the Emirates Cup both days. So if you've got something to say on transfers, come along and have a chat to us. We're always willing to talk to you guys. Thank you.